I realize the most important challenge of our time, of our generation, is how our attention gets pulled so easily. We have these like ADHD and these terms that we use, autism, ADHD, and although they are real mental difficulties and challenges or diagnoses that we might have, or maybe it's undiagnosed, there's a there's this a challenge that is present here today that makes life so much more different than it used to be. And a lot of people probably talk about this, but I want to talk about it from my point of view. And I want to spread that truth, the truth that I feel. Because I also have a lot of difficulty focusing on something and moving forward in a direction rather than constantly going on side quests, right? As the gaming community would understand, where you're like, there you have a mission, but in but then you keep veering from your mission and like, oh, that looks interesting over there. Let me see what's going on over there on that side quest. So we all have things that we want to get better at, that we want to improve at, that we want to succeed at in some way, shape, or form. But then there's your phone right there. It's like candy, and it pulls you, and it's designed, right? Social media, all these different things. There's so many wonderful, flavorful new things to play with. Adult toys, children's toys, right? Children play on the phones all the time. They have it the worst. So, how do we teach ourselves? How do we teach our children, the youth, the next generation, to not throw away this beautiful life and the chance to grow, the chance to improve and do something valuable, something valuable for you, valuable for the world with your time? How do you do that in such a challenging time where you have so many things pulling you in every direction? Television, endless streaming, right? Endless streaming of anything you want to watch, endless information of anything you want to, you can just get sucked into political issues forever, for eternity. You can be in the hell of your own making without realizing it. You know, I got into cryptocurrencies and I can just get sucked into the rabbit hole of cryptocurrencies for eternity, forever. Right? Bitcoin, this, Ethereum, that, Cardano, and XRP, and Dogecoin, and meme coins, and real world assets. I can go on for ages with that. Every day I'm like seeing the next guy on YouTube. The next big thing is ICE Internet Computer Protocol. The next big thing is, oh, this meme coin's gonna jump to 1 billion%, and you look at the graphs and it's going up. Oh no, it's going down. Oh, why is it going down? Maybe we should look at the like, it just never ends. And behind all that, it's just you trying to make a better life for yourself. So you're grasping for something. In the dark, you're just like, help, like a wounded puppy, lost and afraid at night, just like, help me, mom. I don't know what I'm doing in this world. It's hard. We're struggling. So how how do we do that? How do we turn off distractions? We really have to, I think, train ourselves, right, in like a spiritual endeavor towards like a really strong discernment. Is that the word? Discernment. Ability to judge well and understand things clearly. Right, a discernment of like what is valuable versus what is more valuable for your life. An understanding of that. And this comes in every facet of life, of the junk food, processed food. I like boba, right? Boba's shit for you, probably. I'm pretty sure it is. But, you know, like, I like it. It feels good. I like chewing it. Little balls. It sucks. It's shit for you, but it's so good. So, like, having the mental fortitude, the, like, resilience to not drink it, not eat it too much, right? Maybe once in a blue moon, but like just not make it a thing that you spend your money on regularly, because it's not good for you, right? Half the snacks we get at my workplace are not good for you. 99% of them. My mom's home cooking is good for me. That's amazing. So I should eat that. And I save money. And I help cook, right? Those things they take more time, they're a little more strenuous. We don't want to do all that, but how do we develop that discernment? And I notice that whenever I'm sort of down, not feeling great, that my discernment becomes weaker, my ability to care for myself and think about my my values and my goals, my long-term visions, and those things they just go out the window when I'm really struggling. Like, you know, your consciousness sort of what's the word? Waxes and wanes from higher and lower. And sometimes you're really on top of it and you're like at the peak of your conscious development, and then other times you just like dip down and you're just like in this I don't give a shit about anything sort of mode. Like, even if you do, your willpower's, your ability to like make the right choice is really diminished, and you start to spiral and you're like, man, fuck it, I'll smoke the vape, I'll have the boba, because you got nothing else good going for you. So you reach for like any type of pleasant experience you can get, because everything else is hurting. It hurts. It hurts to be alive. Your heart's broken. Your body's aching. You know, you got nothing else. You're like, might as well fucking have some boba. You know it's not good for you, but it's like at least it makes you feel good for a minute because you feel like shit. And that's what we all want. We want to feel good in our lives. And these cheap pleasures end up substituting the long-term pleasures because we're unhappy. Right? I think there's a study where like they gave mice drug-laced water and they took it. They were lonely. But when they put those mice in a community of other mice and like they were happy, right? They had friends, they had connections. They didn't drink the fucking drug-laced water. So I think our just society is in such a shit state that everybody takes the drugs, the drug-laced water. Everybody smokes weed. Everybody drinks alcohol. They do something. They cope because life is such a challenge, such a burden at times. You don't have those connections, you're lonely. You don't have deep, meaningful connections. So, it's important to try to develop those things. Put your best foot forward and connect with the people that mean something to you. Keep contact. Spend time with human beings. Spend time writing, contemplating, thinking, dreaming. Those are my thoughts for the day. Keep living, loving, leveling up, and seize the moment to give you enough.